So here we are once again with another season of TOECAR competition upon us. It's been a long time coming, but it's finally here. This means it's finally time for the 41 world-class drivers and sweet baby Ray Cyrus to flex their muscles on some of the biggest and best tracks in NR 2003 history. And to show how long it'll take before Zach Outback goes headfirst into the first wreck he can find. Now, you might be thinking, Stero, you're being a little too harsh this early in the season. I mean, we haven't even seen these guys race yet, and you're already picking them apart based on how accident-prone you think they are? Well, my valued subscriber and 99% of unsubscribed viewers, I believe in a little something called equality over quality, where no matter how popular or good you think your driver is, I'm gonna find something, anything, to tear them down over. That's right, y'all. I'm Jimmy Spencer, so you don't have to be.
You know, what's a fantasy? You winning a race this year!
I guess I should talk about the race now, shouldn't I? It'd be Mario Andretti on pole with Kurt Kyle Busch to his outside. The bogey flag would wave and Mario would get a huge jump ahead of the rest of the field before allowing Willie Studs in the 17 to pass him going into turn 3 on that very lap. Newcomer Brad Oman would live up to his namesake by causing the first big one of the day, and we are just re-hitting all the beats here, ladies and gentlemen. If you're wondering why I don't do a full season of these, well, you're about to find out very shortly. We'd get back going on lap 7 with Willie Studs as the leader, and we'd actually get a few laps of green flag racing in before Brad Oman once again reminded us that we can't ever have nice things. God damn, sometimes the jokes really do just write themselves. Maybe Brad Oman should have gotten the memo that if you really want to wreck people, you should do it in the most blatant way possible, which is what Cheesy would do to bring out our next caution. So far, this race has been pretty fucking terrible, but at least Buster Guts isn't in the field. You better believe that I'm going to make a video on him very soon. The race would get back going on lap 23 with the definitely not overpowered number 55, this week driven by Demande Plywood, in the lead. However, some other cars would become underpowered after the big one part 6428 struck in turn 3 on lap 26. If I sound like I ran out of breath there, that's because I did. I'm trying to make this video a little bit less long of a process than it already is. The race would restart once again and we get a whole 2 turns of green flag racing before another big one happened on the backstretch. And at this point, I think the commentators are starting to share my sentiment of the race.
Dewey, no!
He's doing it!
Dewey! Oh.
What a fucking idiot.
And he's backwards. And they're piling in,
he's upside
and he's
down.
upside down, flipping.
Man, oh man.
Here comes Tyrese to plow in again. And the 70 car.
Anyway, the race would restart once again, which is a phrase that I've said like 20 times in this video already. But guess what? We'd get a green flag stint of 6 whole laps. I repeat, we got a green flag stint of 6 whole laps. Now granted, that's because there was like 5 competitive cars left in the field, but still. Unfortunately, all good things have to come to an end, and DUI Div would cause a second wreck of the day, which brought out the caution. And here's where I like to forget that I actually rooted for this guy in the Trash series last season. We'd come back with 5 to go, and Babe Juth would do to the race what I want to do to this video, just be fucking done with it. But I can't, because we still got a race to finish. And we actually would without serious incident. Holy shit, I can fucking breathe now, this race is finally over. The checkered flag would cap off a good run for many drivers, including Denny McBetty making his Splint Cup Series debut, Braden Bunch, who lost the championship on the final lap last season, and of course, the state-sponsored number 55, driven by Demande Plywood. But it'll be cool to see where those drivers go in the future, but for now, this has been the Splint Cup Series Season 2 opener at Daytona Comedy Review. This took way too goddamn long, but I got it in the end. You're welcome, Baltimore. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I'm Steroil, and I'll see you in whatever I make next. Deuces! Newcomer Brett Oman would... Fucking Brett Oman? Brett Bodine? And we'd actually get a few laps of green flag racing in before Brad Oman He dud what he does best. He dud what he does best. The race would get back going, and we'd get a whole 2 laps? Yeah, I wish we got 2 laps of green flag racing.